This video series is based upon my book, The Dancer's Study Guide. It's available on paperback and Amazon Kindle, and you can find out more on my website, anthony-king.com. Some of the greatest dancers and choreographers of all time. You can learn a great deal by looking at the greats. Here is a partial list of some of the greatest dancers and choreographers of all time who have made an impact in the world of dance and entertainment. Fred Astaire. Fred Astaire was born on May 10, 1899 in Omaha, Nebraska, USA, and died on June 22, 1987. In my opinion, he was the greatest dancer of all time and is certainly one of the most influential. He starred in 31 musical films and at least 10 stage musicals in London and on Broadway, including numerous TV specials. Fred Astaire was a virtuoso dancer who revolutionized dance on film. This included dancing on the ceiling and walls in You're All the World to Me from Royal Wedding in 1951. Talking about his process, he said, "Working out the steps is a very complicated process, something like writing music. You have to think of some step that flows into the next one, and the whole dance must have an integrated pattern. If the dance is right, there shouldn't be a single superfluous movement. It should build to a climax and stop." From Astaire Dancing, the musical films by John Mueller, 1986, Alfred A. Knopf. Gene Kelly is another Hollywood giant and star of dance and field, and he said that the history of dance on film begins with Astaire. Choreographer Jerome Robbins would go on to say, "Astaire's dancing looks so simple, so disarming, so easy, yet the understructure, the way he sets the steps on, over against the music is so surprising and inventive." Fred Astaire was known for being a perfectionist, and my favourite dance performance of his is Puttin' on the Ritz from Blue Skies 1946 and various scenes from Funny Face 1957, including the Mac scene. I also strongly advise that you watch the complete That's Entertainment 1974 series of films to learn about the dance in Hollywood and the greats. Gene Kelly. Gene Kelly was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, USA, August 23, 1912, and died at the age of 83 on February 2, 1996. He was a Hollywood giant and known for his athletic dance style. He is most known for his incredible dance performance in Singin' in the Rain, 1952. He revolutionized Hollywood dance and is credited with introducing ballet to the masses via motion picture. In 1945, he choreographed and danced in the groundbreaking film called Anchors Aweigh, which was a live-action performance with the cartoon mouse, Jerry Mouse, which gave him renewed critical acclaim. The Nicholas Brothers. The Nicholas Brothers were a dance team of brothers called Fayard, 1914 to 2006, and Harold, 1921 to 2000, and they danced a style called flash dance, which combined tap dancing with acrobatics. It was very prominent in the 1920s and 1930s. Jumpin' Jive, performed by Cab Calloway and the Nicholas Brothers from Stormy Weather, 1943, is one of the best dance performances on film of all time. It's incredible. Please take careful note of the next sentence. Fayard and Harold had no formal dance training. They learned by watching and imitating professional dancers from the vaudeville shows and other performances. They would even go on to teach tap masterclasses at Harvard University. My brother and I used our whole bodies, our hands, our personalities, and everything. The same interview had a quote from Fred Astaire, who said, "Astaire once told the brothers that the acrobatic elegance and synchronicity of the Jumpin' Jive dance sequence in Stormy Weather made it the greatest movie musical number he had ever seen." Mikhail Baryshnikov. Mikhail Baryshnikov was born in Latvia, the former Soviet Union, on January the 27th, 1948. He is simply one of the greatest male ballet dancers of all time, and my favourite performance is Elbrecht's variation from Act 2 of the romantic ballet Giselle, 1977. He floats with grace and performs with incredible strength and power. He defected from the Soviet Union to Canada in 1974. The New York Times critic Clive Barnes said that he was the most perfect dancer I've ever seen. John Travolta. John Travolta was born on February 18th, 1954 in Englewood, New Jersey, USA, and in my opinion is one of the most underrated dancers of all time. He is well known for his musical roles in Saturday Night Fever, 1977, and Grease, 1978, as well as some of the biggest movies of all time. His disco dance movies influenced other greats of dance in the 1970s and 1980s. He taught Michael Jackson, who incorporated many of his moves into his music videos and performances, including Smooth Criminal. Travolta famously danced with Diana, Princess of Wales, at the White House on November 9th, 1985, and the black dress she wore went on to be known as the Travolta dress. It was auctioned and became the most expensive dress at around £250,000 in 2013. Bob Fosse. Bob Fosse, choreographer and filmmaker, was born in Chicago, Illinois, the USA, on June 23, 1927, and died September 23, 1987. He directed and choreographed the great musicals Chicago and Cabaret. He created a distinct style of choreography and is linked with the term jazz hands for his prominent use of hands and lines. He choreographed and directed the film Sweet Charity in 1969, which starred Shirley MacLaine from the original Broadway musical, which he actually originally directed and choreographed. He is well known for his use of hats and gloves, and he choreographed one of the most spectacular dance performances on film from Sweet Charity called Rich Man's Frug. He was surely one of the greats and a real innovator. Wade Robson. Wade Robson is one of the greatest dancers and choreographers of all time. He is also a world-changing advocate of child welfare and a great teacher. He was born on September 17, 1982 in Brisbane, Australia. He choreographed some of the most iconic choreography of the 2000s, including artists such as NSYNC and Britney Spears. His choreography for the NSYNC song No Strings Attached is one of the great pieces of pop choreography in my opinion. He hosted his own MTV dance show called The Wade Robson Project and judged US show So You Think You Can Dance. Wade Robson was known to study animals and to include their movements into his choreography, even when he was a young man. He is one of the greatest pop choreographers and dancers of all time. Michael Flatley. Michael Flatley is an American-Irish dancer born July 16th, 1958, Chicago, Illinois, USA. He is most well known for Riverdance and Lord of the Dance. Flatley reinvented Irish dance and brought it to worldwide acclaim. He is one of the most famous and richest dancers in the world. Rudolf Nureyev. Rudolf Nureyev is widely known as one of the best ballet dancers of all time. He was born in Russia on March 17, 1938, and died in France on January 6, 1993. He defected to the West in 1961, even though the KGB were monitoring him and tried to stop him. He went on to serve as the chief choreographer and director of the Paris Opera Ballet. Josephine Baker. Josephine Baker was an iconic dancer born 3rd of June 1906, St. Louis, Missouri, and died on the 12th of April 1975 in Paris, where her career was mainly based. She became the most famous dancer in Paris and was known worldwide. Her image was iconic and her costumes even included artificial bananas. She became a visual symbol of the Art Deco and Jazz age in the 20s, with a striking look and erotic performances. Writer Ernest Hemingway is said to have called her the most sensational woman anyone ever saw. Josephine Baker is probably most well known for dancing the Charleston and swing, but the truth is that she had her own unique style. She also, in addition to being an amazing performer, was an amazing human being, contributing to the civil rights movement by refusing to perform to segregated audiences and even being awarded the Chevalier of the Legion of Honor by General Charles de Gaulle for aiding the resistance during World War II.